talked a little bit about upgrading the Browns roster. Huge upgrade by John Dorsey in the offseason. What are some areas of strength that the Browns might be able to deal from to get the things they're looking to upgrade?
Yeah, I think wide receiver certainly one. I think they have quite a few guys who could upgrade them, several other teams across the league. I think that they definitely have the ability to move somebody like Jaelen-Strong if they want to until they get Antonio Callaway back, or even moving Antonio Callaway is another guy that they can move if they feel so inclined. I think there are guys. Ish Hyman's another guy who could potentially be on the move in terms of somebody that could help in the slot. So if you're going to improve somewhere, you got to give up something of importance. Derek Willis, any of those guys there, probably about 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 can help other rosters, and they might look to do so to maybe improve the right guard spot or something along those lines. Otherwise, it's linebacker. I think linebacker has quite a few players who have increased their role. Mack Wilson and Sione Takitaki are the two young guys that they feel really good about this preseason and camp. Think that those guys have bright futures here. So if they are inclined and run into a team who is looking to move an interior offensive lineman per se and need linebacker help, they could feel inclined to move Joe-Schobert in the last year of his contract, or Christian-Kirksey in his larger sort of contract now if they wanted to, and some team needs that help. But it's just something to pay attention to. Those two positions of strength could result in moving around some things and maybe giving the Browns a little bit better balance. But don't freak out. I mean, to get something good, you have to give up something good. So that's sort of the trade-off, is if they want to go improve some of those areas, they're going to have to give up something to do so, and those two positions make the most sense. So, overall, it's a pretty strong roster for the Browns, and I think that there are some opportunities to potentially move some people, but I would be pretty surprised if they make a full-on trade this far into the preseason heading toward the first week. I expect them to be active on the waiver wire.